Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the What the Football channel. This is, of course, the BHN Scrubber Show. And on today's show, we're going to do a preview of the New York Giants versus the Washington Commanders. And that will be our first home game. So should be good. BH, how are you doing today?
Doing pretty good. I've feeling a little bit better since last Sunday. So, time heals all pain.
Yeah. Yeah, I've gotten over
It was
a couple
brutal.
things. So, yeah, it was. So I'm looking forward to this Sunday, hopefully to get the job done. But we played them, and their injury list was longer than their roster, and they still beat us. So we always have trouble with the G-men. So, and our defense last week against Tampa Bay were just like a sieve. We struggled there. Struggled against the run. Thankfully, I think we can do a little better against. We did good against Tampa Bay's run, and hopefully we can hold up that with against the Giants. But also, one thing on our defense is that Emmanuel Forbes is out. Quan is questionable. Cleveland Farrell is questionable. So, and of course, Johnny Newton continues to be questionable. So, ouch, that really hurts our defense.
Yeah. Yeah, it really does. Have we gotten a final report? I haven't seen anything, a final report for today. Maybe not.
For us,
But
there is. You got to go to the Giants thing to see their report. It's not on ours.
okay. All right.
They've got a couple. They got 3 guys, I think, that are out.
Okay. So there's a chance that they can play. So
Yeah.
we'll see. And Forbes being out. I mean, we were kind of wondering why Davis didn't play last week, Michael Davis.
Yeah.
So, this might just do it. Too bad for Forbes, but man, we need better corner play because, like we saw that PFF, man, him and Saintstroll were like 92 and 94 out of 94 players.
Yeah, it was horrible.
I mean, it's beyond horrible.
Yeah.
So, they did struggle, man. I mean, we ought to be able to take care of it.
Yeah. Yeah, the whole defense actually was pretty down in the 29 for, I think, yards against. Just bad numbers all the way around for the defense. So
yeah. So there, one good thing is, they didn't play good. Daniel Jones did play bad, but I was looking at some of their PFF stuff, and man, their tackles were okay, but their interior O-line was kind of like our cornerbacks. Their center and 2 guards are just at the bottom. Like their centers almost was the worst ranked center in football. So,
yeah.
I mean, if we can't take care, we've got 2 good interior guys. If we can't make hay out of that, then we got a problem.
Yeah. Daniel Jones had like a 44 quarterback rating, so he played pretty piss poor. So, but that always scares me with these guys. The crappier the play, the better they play against us or something.
Yeah, I think you said it last year. There was a game where they had just so many starters were out, and we should have beat them 35-0, and we lost the game.
Yeah.
And the worst thing is we make Daniel Jones look like Randall Cunningham, Michael Vick.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, the guy is just breaking off runs on us left and right. Now, the one thing is, I think we have better linebacker play now.
Mm-hmm.
They read and react better. They're quicker. They're better tacklers. That will help a lot against Daniel Jones. But last year, the last 2 games, he really broke our backs on a lot of plays. Just, and he's not some super great athletic guy. So anyway, we got to stop him. Their running back is
Singletary.
Devin Singletary. He's okay. He's not great. I still can't believe they let Saquon go, but that's the Giants for you.
Yeah. Saquon had a monster game last week.
God almighty. So, so it's not like we're battling, you got to less than stellar interior line. Daniel Jones, Devin Singletary, who's sort of a journeyman. The receivers are pretty good.
Yeah.
Neighbors, the rookie, Darius Slayton, even Wan'Dale Robinson has sort of turned it around. So that's kind of a bummer because our weakness seems to be in our corner play.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Well, maybe the offense can do something for us.
Well, yeah, let's hope. Their defense also has issues across the board. They're a lot like us, not even average in a lot of space. The only good player they really have is Dexter Lawrence on that D line. He was actually number 1 rated D line player.
Wow.
And the other D line guys, are awful. 62 out of 67. You know what I mean? They just had terrible games. And surprisingly, they've got some really good defensive ends on that team who, after seeing the pressure that Todd Bowles put on Jaden Daniels, I would think they would want to put some pressure, to see what they can do. But their defensive ends in that last game did nothing. I mean, Kayvon Thibodeau, they got the other guy, Azeez Al-Jilari, he didn't do anything. And then they got the new guy, Brian Burns, super high paid free agent, gave him a bucket load of money. They really didn't do much. So like you say, that's scary because the next week they're probably going to turn him loose against Jaden. So anyway, I mean, I really think that this is not going to be as tight and talented a defense. They are not big blitzing defense. They do send people. The thing about Todd Bowles, a lot of people might make the mistake to say, well, Todd Bowles dialed up a bunch of blitzes because he knew it was a rookie. But that's not true because Todd Bowles just dials up blitzes. That's what he's done. And he's really good at it. So our offense and Jaden really had a rough time. It's, you can burn blitzers. You can actually take advantage of blitz. You want to blitz a lot, like, guys like Brady and a lot of these quarterbacks who've seen it, I'll take advantage of it. But it's tough with the O-line that's trying to gel, got a rookie quarterback in his first game. I don't think the Giants are that type of a team. So I think we might hopefully see Jaden stay in the pocket a little better. And because he needs to run less. Those runs are exciting, and he does, it does break their backs too, but a little less of that and a little more time letting the routes develop. So, I mean, that's the big thing is watching him and hoping our receivers can get open. I have faith in our running backs.
Definitely.
I think B-Rob, and I think we can really lean on B-Rob and Eckler. I really do think we can in this game. Shouldn't be any reason to have to air it out.
Yeah, no doubt. We talked about having, if they're going to blitz, we need hot routes. We need somebody he can just dump it to, that slant or something like that. I just, after I saw, last week, those 16 runs, and then I just saw what happened to Tua for Miami. He just got his clock clicked. The learning the slide. We talked about it in the chat. Taking chances like that. Daniels ain't going to make he's not going to make the whole season if he continues to run like that. That's my only thing. I don't care if he runs, but he's got to be smart about it. And you can't run him. It's 16 times a game is too much. It's way too much. So let's figure out who he's going to pass to.
Yep, I agree. And I think he did have one sack, right? He did get sacked once.
Yeah, and he fumbled the ball,
and then he fumbled
too. 3 times.
Yeah, and when he fumbled, that guy came around and he just did not have it secure. So those are the kind of things he's going to have to learn, having that kind of pocket presence to two-hand the ball while you're waiting to throw. It's one thing if you bring your arm back to throw and they hit you, that's fine, but not when you're just standing there eyeballing receivers. You can't be doing that. So I think this is a game we can win. I sure as hell is a game we better win. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, we got to win in your division. It's bad enough we lost last week to a potential, a conference team in our conference, somebody who you might be going up against in the wild card. So,
yep.
And statistics say, you lose your first game, your chances of getting into the postseason dwindle down to like 25% or something like that. So, and for our team, that's terrible because we're barely going to scratch out 7 wins as it is if they keep this up. So, but I think this could be a win. It's at home. They need to win for the fans, or they'll just start losing the fans again. You lose to the Giants at home, and you are done. You are toast. So,
and we do have to see a win, and we do have to see improvement. And boy, there is so much room. I mean, we always talk about Jaden's got to improve, but man, there's a lot of people on this team that need to improve more than him.
Yeah, that's true. I agree.
We saw some terrible play out there just from guys. It's shocking, but really everyone's got to improve. The DBs, man, our linebackers, our receivers got to do a better job getting open.
Yeah.
O-line started off good, like we said, got shaky later. But everyone's got to tighten. We want to talk about improvement on our next show. You know what I mean? Not just a win. We want to say we won because these teams did better. Our DBs did better. Our O-line did better.
Yeah.
That's what we want. You know. So
I think the O-line was getting beat up because we were getting behind in points. And we had to start.
Without a doubt.
And so it just got out of hand after that. So some garbage time points. But still, I'm looking forward to the game. It should be fun. It's Sunday at 1:00, and I'll be calling it. I think I got to watch it on my phone this time, so I might be lagging behind a little bit in my calling, but I will get to see it, I'm pretty sure. So, and shout out to all our fantasy people.
Oh, good.
It's been fun.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the league that got 1 week in, and it's already going pretty good. It's a fun league.
Yeah. Congratulations, everybody. Good job. Well, I think we got it, right? We done?
Yep. So I'll be there in the chat. It'll be 10:00 my time.
Yep.
So go Commanders, man. We got to whoop some ass. We got to come back.
Let's do it. Thanks, everybody.
All right, man.